All right, so right now we got KX and Daddy coming up. Daddy playing Peach, KX playing Little Mac. Now, KX has had a pretty good winner's run so far. He just beat Philly, who's seated 6th. Yeah, Daddy was one of the highest ranked players on PR for quite a while until he left, but I'm really interested to see how this match goes. And KX hits with a forward smash, and that's going to take Daddy's first stock right in the beginning. Now, I'm not too sure about how well Daddy knows the matchup, but I think we're going to see here, and there it is.
Oh my god, that's the game. It's less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Game over.
Taking the first game.
Now, interesting here if we're going to see the switch from Daddy or not. I suspect we might see a switch to Mario. Mario. Yeah, I think of Mario. You know, he's got a lot of... He definitely does a little better on the ground. And ooh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mario does a lot better on the ground. He has a lot of gimping tools. You can kind of keep him out of there, and he gets quite a lot more out of grabs.
That was a really strong first game.
Yeah, that was really quite close. I wouldn't count Daddy out yet. He's probably one of the best, you know, Smash players in the area that I've played before.
I saw him play a game. His movement is so crazy.
Oh, very crisp.
Although KX knows how to kind of counter that.
Yeah, you know what? KX's really got great setups. He knows exactly what he needs to do. He has no problem rushing in. He has no problem playing defensive. I mean, hands down, the best Mac player we've seen here.
Yeah. Are there any other actual Mac players here?
Marlo, he does play Mac sometimes. He's around like 13th on the PR, I believe.
Oh, I see. I'm assuming he's more of a, it's more of a counter pick though.
Yeah, he'll usually play out Mac. Usually game 2 or game 3 if he loses. The first few games he usually just kind of likes to play around and pick whichever character he enjoys.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy doing a really good job keeping him out here. I think the Mario switch was a great idea. Yeah. And, you know, he's doing a really good job of spacing out the fireball. So if KX is charging anything. Oh. There was shielded into KO there. You want to hop on the mic? Cool. Yeah, I'm doing solo comp. Now, Little Mac is really light, so any sort of back throw near the ledge, I think, is going to be enough to take it.
Well, it's going to be tough going once he gets that kill punch again. Jab the kill punch being true is not cool.
Definitely not. It's not really looking good for Daddy. So what round is this? Is this winner's semis?
Winner's semis, yes.
So is this best of 5?
No, I don't think.
Oh, okay. All right, so Daddy confidently takes that stock there.
Yeah, that's good. He needed that before he got the KO punch, but going to have to cheese him pretty hard now.
Yeah, exactly. He's been doing a really good job kind of spacing out those fireballs. And you know what? He doesn't fall for a lot of the typical stuff that a lot of other players fall for. You know, any sort of, you know, just like that, like the down tilt into a.
Yeah.
You know, he's not one to just kind of, you know, air dodge or spam air dodge or anything. He's a very kind of thoughtful and concise player.
Very, very technical series of rolls by both players there.
Yeah. He has no problem staying away from KX there. He's very comfortable on the platform.
Yeah, obviously he can't. Oh,
and turn around F smash, and there it is.
That will be 2-0.
That is 2-0 KX. Wow. I cannot believe how dominant KX has been in this tourney so far.
KX has a kind of a weird habit where he does a lot of fairly predictable things, so a lot of like medium tier players can beat him, but he's also, as you can tell, quite capable of taking out the top tier characters.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like a lot of people underrate Mac too.
I guess they are doing best
of 5.
Best of 5. Okay.
We are not done, ladies and gentlemen. We are plugging in once more. So right now, KX is leading the set 2-0. With how the last game went, I'm feeling pretty confident that Daddy definitely has a chance to take game 3 here. it seems like he's really starting to adapt to what KX is pulling out.
I think what you'll see is he'll start calling out a lot more of his rolls.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was playing against KX online not too long ago. And it was like, you know what, after I played him for a few games, I kind of started to learn his patterns, and I started to learn, his rolling patterns, or, what he's going to throw. He's going to throw a down tilt into this and things like that. The unfortunate thing, though, is that, with a character like Little Mac, he ends the set so quickly that you don't really have a lot of time to adapt to that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, 4 or 5 games in that we played, I started to understand his play style, and, I started to kind of take a few games off of him here and there, and it became pretty even, but you don't get that luxury when you're playing in tournament. It's as soon as the set's over, it's over, and that's it.
Absolutely, and I think what you should try and see some patience, try and get him to roll. There you go, going off the balloon. Crowd pleaser.
Both a crowd pleaser and a really good way to kind of keep his spacing out there. Oh, there we go, knocked off the ledge.
And, he recovers. No, misses his KO punch. That's probably going to cost him the match.
That's the stock right there.
Or the
Steady doing a very good job, just playing patient, floating above him, taking his time.
Yeah, gotta stay at that one height where Little Mac can't really get to.
Exactly.
I think he's looking for a Stitch face.
Just keep farming.
May as well if he's going to let you sit up there all day.
Exactly. Daddy doing a great job tacking on damage.
See, this is more the kind of combos I thought we would see game 1.
Exactly.
Keeping him in the air.
And this is kind of what I expected from Daddy. I had a pretty good belief that once he had a couple games in, he started to learn what KX is doing. I really solidly believed that he could take the next games. And I haven't really seen KX adapt before, because a lot of his sets have just been over so quick,
Yeah, no, that's the one thing. He doesn't change up the patterns that he does very often.
He's definitely got his bread and butter combos. That may not always be a bad thing, but when you're playing a top player like Daddy, you're really going to start to notice that be a problem.
Oh, Little Mac catches him with a forwarder.
Opting for aerial Mac. Bounces him off. Are we going to see KO punch? Oh,
misses
and there it's gone.
Peter's floating just a little too high, I guess.
Oh.
That'll be a stage spike.
Stage spike. So this is interesting because, with Rage Mac like this, Daddy doesn't really have to do a lot to knock out KX, but realistically, KX can land a couple, down tilt into a forward smash angle down, and that's 35% right there.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, he's just looking for survivability, get to that KO punch, deal about 40%, and then jab him.
Exactly.
They have decided
Daddy's fine. He's fine with just hanging around in the air, hanging on the platform. He's got nothing to lose. He's up over 100%. He's fine. Oh. Decided to come down for a second. Changed his mind.
There you go. You see him stopping, no longer charging the smashes after he catches him with a move.
Yeah,
he knows it's not going to work. Eats that turnip in the face like a champ.
Oh, wow.
This will be hard for him to
drop
come back
through the platform. That was great.
Oh, no, just lets him come back.
See, now he's getting really close to KO. Ooh,
yeah,
to KO punch percent, but... there it is.
Yeah. Saw he kept recovering low and then just decided to wait it out that time.
Yeah, definitely. Daddy having a pretty confident lead that next game. This may be commentators' bias here, but knowing how well Daddy has placed in the past, I do believe that he is going to take the next 2. But I guess we're just going to have to see.
Yeah, he had a couple of down tournaments he'd stopped playing for a while, came back and didn't do so well. But now that he's in practice again, you can expect him probably to get top 3 or top 4.
Absolutely. I mean, he very confidently beat Robbie, so we're going to see how that... Robbie being Ragna, our top Ryu player.
Yeah, we have a couple of those now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we do have a couple, considering the upset of Neo beating Farrell. Farrell being our number 3 player on our PR, and there's SD.
That counter misses, and so he dies.
Daddy bopping him with the turnip that fell. Oh. Although I really did like his switch to Mario on game 2, I feel like he kind of used Mario to, rely on some of the gimping tools, which I think was a good idea, and kind of used that game to kind of feel out KX. And There it is.
That's the golf club. That's the one that goes the distance.
Oh my goodness. Was that the golf club or the tennis racket?
Let's see. One of them hits up. One of them hits further, and one of them hits harder.
Yeah, a frying pan hits
Hardest.
Fr-
so golf club might be upwards
Yeah,
then.
frying pan is up. Woo. Yeah. Frying pan is up. I think tennis racket is away, and golf club does the most damage and has the most range.
Yeah.
The knockback isn't great with the club, but
I love the callback to Super Mario RPG on the frying pan.
I love it. Unfortunately, we do not have any Geno Me Gunner mains here,
I was
but
just gonna say. I was being told about an interview with one of the people who made the games. They've been trying to put Geno in since Melee, but they just never have the room to do it.
I really want Geno in there. All right, here we are to game 3. We
counterpick to Battlefield.
That's
I guess he doesn't want Peach to float too high.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
That's very interesting.
big
counterpick by
damage right
Lomac.
there. Oh, he has him off stage.
Yeah, that should be 2-all, shouldn't it?
Yep, even 2. Sorry, guys, we forgot to update the stocks. All right, now here's where it gets interesting.
Man, it's
Because
super-
KO Punch is online, and there it is.
And there's the golf club again.
I was just going to say one. And the taunt! Daddy, you monster! Oh, yes, Daddy! And Daddy is in the zone right now, stringing those up airs together.
Lil Mac gets stuck on a platform, not exactly what he wanted to see. Oh, that might...
And Daddy's very confident right now.
Really low that time.
You know what? He's fine just hanging out below. He's doing really well on the ground.
You could tell they went and they told him, no, it's best 3 out of 5. Oh, I can win that.
You know, he came back very confidently, and there it is.
Yeah.
Daddy takes the set
full
3-2
comeback.
with the full 3-0 comeback. The taunt in the middle, dirty guy. On